Good evening, guys. So I have a forecast video for you guys. Since you have been requesting a few pairs, I will also cover those in this video as well. But of course, I'll start with EUR USD, my main pair. The story of the last weeks have been that we had this break of structure. We were waiting for this minor break, which we had, I think, end of last week. And then this week we've been kind of in this tight range, so been taking it a bit slower to jump into any trades, but ultimately we're still targeting 50% of the range. And then I have these highs and this liquidity over here as my overall targets to see price make a deeper pullback up to these highs, and then it'll be nice to see that shift, and then obviously heading down to the lows. But for now, I see these areas of liquidity which we are about to reach as well. So it's interesting that we stalled just below it and then started accumulating, so we want to see if price can finally break through that. So yeah, that's why for the time being, I mentioned as well in the server, something I've been looking at is the 1 hour. And we can see that when that 1 hour was breaking these highs more significantly, we had better trend trades. For example, here it just missed out, so we ended up just accumulating again until we had this strong break over here. Even over here, this was just a wick break. So for me, this was the most significant break, and that's when I started to look for trades again after the 4-hour minor break as well, which was over there. So then after that, this week we have been diving in and out of trending price action. So essentially here we were bearish, then over here we were kind of bullish again, so take that trade, then we went bearish again, bullish. So anytime we flip bearish, which is right now, I am not interested to trade. So I will be waiting next week for here, which is weaker, but ultimately here would be a nice break to say that we are going to be bullish again. And once we're here, we're also close to this high, which was that 4-hour high again. So that'll be nicer to continue riding to this liquidity level or the 50% that we had over there. But for the time being, I don't want to be caught further in this range, so not going to be trading when 1 hour is bearish. So over on GU, we are bullish as well, but you can see it's a very small range here. Compare this range to the previous one, which is over here, you can see there's quite a difference, obviously. So I'm not a fan of trading within such a tight range because, number one, if we want a retracement trade, we need to break this minor low still, since we've only been wicking it. And then once we break that, it's already so close to being in discount. So after that, we have liquidity over here, just above this area of demand. Can even refine that demand like that. So ultimately, since it's such a tight range, it could just be 1 or 2 candles that take us into this demand anyway, so I'd rather just wait to have that break and enter the longs, which are going to be with the trend, so much more high probability targeting these highs over here. And then of course, long term, you have a lot of liquidity here, equal highs remaining over here. So for me, trying to take a small retracement trade over here. Oh, sorry, the cat's trying to walk across my laptop. It doesn't make sense. It's just like, it's too small. Better to just be a little bit more patient and take the long instead, which is going to be more high probability. On the 1 hour as well, we haven't had that bearish confirmation, so not really keen to take shorts, especially since price has been moving so tight. Instead, it just looks like it's creating liquidity to come weaken those people that are trying to sell, and then the real sell could happen, right? So just don't be too early, and better to just wait for that grab at least. Then price comes down into this demand, better to take the long from there. So yeah, The final request we had was for gold, so let's go over that as well. So for me, you can see that gold is bearish, and we have already had our retracement into premium pricing. We didn't take out kind of the most significant liquidity level, so it is possible to head up there, but not necessary, since you could say this was liquidity that was taken before this this supply, which is where price is reacting to, and then you have the minor break, which is the confirmation. Although yeah, price was pretty tight, but you can see it took the liquidity there, then it found the impulse to head down lower. So for me, this is already clean and very strong bearish momentum. So I would just keep following the trend. On the 1 hour, we are also very strong, you know, bearish. You have multiple breaks, even over here we are. So yeah, since we had this liquidity get taken and then the break, I would most likely just keep shorting gold, but obviously it's hard to say right now because we have to see how Monday Asia opens. On the 5 minute, you can see most likely could just take this last bit of liquidity on London Open and then head down lower, where you have nice targets such as this 1 hour wick, and then on the 4 hour you just continue targeting this nice wick. Over here you even have these lows with the demand, with price to fill, so lots of liquidity for price to keep heading down lower with the trend, and then obviously take out the final lows. So yeah, gold looks pretty clean to just continue taking shorts, and that makes sense as well. Short gold by EU. So yeah, overall looks like a good week coming up. Finally breaking out of some ranges, so let's see what trades will materialize from that.